Well, hey, a recent report shows that an alarming reality of 60% of Americans die without a will or a trust. And even the Queen of Soul herself, Aretha Franklin, had an estimated $80 million to her name, but she didn't leave a will. So what happens to that money? Well, here to answer the questions, Michael L. Rutkowski. He's an attorney with the Rutkowski Law Firm. Thanks for waking up early with us.
Absolutely.
What really does happen if you die unexpectedly or don't plan for a will?
Sure. So here in Michigan, it's called dying intestate. So essentially the state has a plan for you and it will distribute your assets according to its plan. So, you know, putting a will in place can definitely be the first step in making sure what you want to happen happens, but without a will, you're kind of subject to Michigan's law.
And you're leaving your family in such a tough spot because we see over and over again family drama, people pushing and pulling. Mom would have wanted this, dad would have wanted that, right?
For sure, absolutely, yeah. Going through that probate process definitely invites the whole world in to say, you know, maybe I should have gotten more, or just family fights. It's terrible to see.
Okay, so let's talk about where we begin when we're planning, because it can be something that's kind of difficult. What do I want to leave my children? I don't want someone to think I love one more than the other.
Right.
And it's sad to think about giving away your stuff because you're going to be gone, but something important we need to do. So where do we start?
Sure. So the first thing is you know, consult with an attorney, probably just to get an idea of what options are available to you. I mean, that's what we like to do, is just educate people about what's available to them. But that's it. I would, you know, sit down for a consultation and see what your options are.
Okay, so I've heard about wills and I've heard about trusts. What's the difference?
Sure, big difference. So a will is just essentially a suggestion to a judge as to how you want your assets distributed. You're still going through probate, you're still inviting all those other people in. Where there's benefits in trust planning, where it can avoid that probate process, you can kind of guarantee that your stuff is going to be distributed maybe to your kids or loved ones the way that you want it to. So there's a lot of difference there between a will and a trust.
Okay, so how can someone plan ahead to protect their assets from a high cost of long-term care?
Sure. So long-term care, skilled care, that's a big part of our elder law practice. And there's different trust planning strategies and models that we can use to essentially protect some assets from having to use those for long-term care costs, which can be $8,000 to $14,000 per month.
All right, and you've got a pretty good, easy to remember phone number we can call you if we need help.
Yeah, absolutely. 1-800-ESTATES.
There you go. Thank you so much, Rutkowski Law Firm. We'll put that information on our website. Of course, that's WXYZ.com.